What's good, everybody? Amazing fight night we had yesterday, and I want to talk about the main event. But first, I want to talk about that fight night, dude. One of the best fight nights we've had in a while, from the prelims to the main event, the medic KO, the KO slam, or even Jocelyn Edwards, bro, the Fortnite girl getting a KO. Great fucking fight. I want to talk about Anthony Hernandez. I want to glaze Anthony Hernandez. What a performance. And like, if we talk about domination, this is what domination looks like. It went 4 rounds, but it didn't look like any point in the fight Delize had a chance. From the minute it started to the last minute it ended, didn't look like it had a chance at all. And just complete domination, which you love to see. Fluffy, you could see the evolution and how he's adjusting his style to work in MMA, because not a lot of people could pressure like that for 4 rounds, just constant work. And you see how over the time in his fights, he's slowly gotten comfortable with that. You know, you can see he's not rushing. He's picking his shots, but at the same time, he's keeping that pressure and he's drowning you. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. He's on an 8-fight win streak, 9-2 in the UFC. I'm not gonna lie, man. He's definitely next up in the title talks. Middleweight is stacked, definitely stacked. But I think there's some guys he could beat in there. You can tell the striking has improved. That's the number one thing I noticed, is that he looked super confident off rip and super confident in his striking, which I thought before watching the fight Delize had a chance. Clearly he didn't. The striking, you could tell, has improved. Also, like, him being comfortable on the feet has improved. Just the confidence, the aura. Okay, no, that's too much. No, but genuinely though, like, I felt the aura, bro. He was super confident, and it was very nice to see. Super dominant win. But middleweight is a very stacked division. With him being, I think, ranked 9 now, just taking Delize's spot. There's a lot of good competition now, and his next matchup is going to be very good competition, whoever it is. You got a lot of names in there. You have Jared Cannonier, you have Robert Whitaker, you have Borjalo, you have RDR, you got Izzy, Chimaev, Sean, Imavov. Those are names. Now, I'm not going to lie, I think he could beat a good amount of those names, but some very interesting fights to make. Definitely some very interesting fights to make. Fluffy always shows up, so definitely gonna be a banger his next fight. But as far as domination, man, we haven't seen a dominating performance like that in a while. Like, Fluffy came in there, what, minus 410 favorite? Dude, Fluffy came in there minus 310 favorite, and he looked like a minus 1,000. Like, no joke, minus 1,000 favorite is what he looked like, and that's domination. You know, it's a difference between winning and dominating, and that's what we've seen tonight or yesterday night. And it was great to see, man. I can't lie. I want to see what's next with Fluffy, man. I want to see him fight again. He's only 31, so it's not like, you know, he's obviously getting into that age where you're putting all your skill sets together and you're becoming a complete version of yourself. And we definitely seen that with Roman Delize. So now I'm ready to see him take on the top contenders, take on the top ranks, and see where it goes. Let's actually go over these rankings real quick, because I mentioned a couple fights, but now looking at the rankings, man, middleweight is stacked. Jared Cannonier would be a good fight. Jared Cannonier is a good boxer. If I'm wrong, listen, I might get him mixed up with somebody else. Don't ask me why. Robert Whitaker, like I said, I think he beats Robert Whitaker. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but Borjalo versus Fluffy, I think, is the next fight, man. I feel like I want to see that fight happen. Because it's just 2 interesting fighters going at it, you know. I just feel like that would be one of those fights where we're going to see who's proven, you know. And both upcoming stars, like, I feel like we should see that fight next. Top number 6 in Borjalo and number 9 with Fluffy. I feel like that's the next fight to make. But plenty of other fights that UFC can make would be bangers. And then you got RDR. I think he could beat RDR. But RDR is so weird, man. He's so weird and long. Pause. It's just, I don't know what to expect with RDR. I feel like he's a tough fight for anyone. Kind of like Dricus du Plessis. Like, he's just a tough fight for anyone, even if it doesn't look like it. And then you have Izzy at number 4, which I'm not gonna lie, I think Fluffy could beat Izzy. I think he can. Now, people forget Izzy was looking good against du Plessis during his championship fight. I had it 2-2 going into the 4th, or going into the 5th. When did he get the KO actually? Wait, I might have to do some research. Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Izzy was looking good. 2-1 du Plessis maybe going into the 4th. I think Izzy fought well. I think Fluffy's on a better projection in his career than Izzy. But nevertheless, that's still a great fight. Again, like, the next fight Fluffy has is definitely gonna be a banger. And I think he's proven himself to where I feel like his next fight is really gonna show people that he's here. You know, I feel like with Dolidze, people are still gonna kind of write him off. I'm not. I'm on the train, Fluffy train. I can't say that again. Yeah, and then you got the top 3: Sean Strickland, Imavov, Chimaev, and du Plessis being champ. I'm not gonna lie. Besides Sean Strickland, all those fights are hard for Fluffy. Imavov is a great striker. Du Plessis is a weirdo, and Khamzat Chimaev is Khamzat Chimaev. We're gonna see Khamzat Chimaev as a champion next week, hopefully. Because I'm be honest, I don't want DDP as champion. So we're definitely some interesting fights in middleweight. So y'all let me know what is next for Fluffy, and is he proven to y'all? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was hating, but he's proven to me now. He's proven it to me now, you know? So I definitely want to see his next fight. And like I said, his next fight is gonna be a banger, but it's gonna be a good opponent. An opponent with a name, an opponent that has more dangerous attributes than Roman Dolidze. You know, so definitely excited to see where his career goes. And he's going for a belt. He looks focused as fuck. Like, listening to his interviews. Like, have y'all listened to his interviews? This dude, he's on a different mindset, and you could tell he's on that championship mindset. And I like that. I like that from him.
I wanted to come out there and show you guys that I could do everything. I could shut people down. I could walk people down. I don't give a fuck how dangerous you say you are. I'm gonna walk you the fuck down and beat the fuck out of you. I don't care who you are.
I'm glazing, but I'm done with the glaze, all right? We ending the video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just wanted to talk about Fluffy and that performance real quick. But yeah, man. Peace.